I am the good shepherd. By this point, Jesus has already said he's the door, the way in. Now he tells us what kind of one is standing there. I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd lays down his life for the sheep. John 10:11. That word good matters more than we realize. Jesus immediately contrasts himself with hired hands, leaders who care about the job, but not the sheep. He says when danger comes, they run, because the sheep don't belong to them. There's no real cost to leaving. But a real shepherd doesn't calculate risk the same way. In the ancient world, shepherding wasn't poetic. It was dangerous. Predators were real. Nights were long, and shepherds didn't manage sheep from a distance. They lived with them. They knew them individually. They noticed when one went missing. Jesus says it plainly, I know my own, and my own know me. John 10:14. And then he raises the stakes. The hired hand sees the wolf coming and leaves the sheep and flees. John 10:12. But not the good shepherd. A good shepherd doesn't abandon the sheep when things get hard. He doesn't disappear when suffering shows up. He doesn't protect himself at their expense. He steps into the danger. That's why Jesus doesn't say, I'm willing to risk my life. He says, I lay down my life for the sheep. John 10:15. Isaiah saw it centuries earlier. All we like sheep have gone astray, and the Lord has laid on him the iniquity of us all. Isaiah 53:6. The good shepherd doesn't save the sheep by shouting directions from a distance. He saves them by standing between them and the threat. That's the cross. And here's the quiet comfort in all of this, especially if you've lived long enough to be disappointed by people. Jesus doesn't love you until it costs him something. He loves you to the point of cost. When others leave, when leaders fail, when faith feels fragile, the good shepherd stays. He doesn't abandon you because you wander. He comes after you because you wander. So the question isn't whether life will bring wolves. The question is who's standing between you and them. Because if Jesus really is the good shepherd, then you were never meant to survive on your own. You were meant to be carried home.